My name is Nathalie Chavrier. I'm from CTA. CTA is the Spanish partner of this consortium, agroBRIDGES, and with my colleague George Malliopoulos from QPlan International, we're going to explain you our project agroBRIDGES. So, in the first part, I will just give you some main keys of this project, agroBRIDGES. Then I will explain you the practical knowledge we developed under the project for the consumer and producer. Then George will explain you in detail the agroBRIDGES toolbox. This is the main important result of our project. And then at the end, I will just give you some facts of the impact and the conclusion of the project. First of all, what is agroBRIDGES? So, the main goal of agroBRIDGES is to build bridges between producer and consumer by supporting short food supply chain. This is the main topic of our project, the short food supply chain, because we think that short food supply chain implementation is very important to answer to some very key economic, social and environmental challenges. For example, if we are able to implement some short food supply chain, we could reduce the environmental impact of agriculture and to reduce carbon footprint, for instance. Or maybe the short food supply chain can help to meet a very important social demand regarding the provision of safe and quality local food. Or short food supply chain can help to better connect farmers and consumers and to reduce intermediaries. Or short food supply chain can help to give the farmer a good position into the market and increase this income. So the main goals of our agroBRIDGES project were first to empower the farmer, giving them some practical knowledge and support to implement short food supply chain and to better link producer, consumer and public procurers. Another goal was to support decision support tools to facilitate the selection of business model to be adopted by stakeholders of the short food supply chain. Then another goal was to offer a combination of communication materials, training, programs, event guides, etc. and digital tools or agroBRIDGES digital tools. And the fourth goal was to establish regional and international multi-actor structures for stakeholders driven by development, testing, validation and more. So what we have done into this agroBRIDGES project is to develop 4 operational work packages in order to answer to the goal of the project. So the first work package was related to the analysis of the current situation to identify maybe some barriers or some solution to how to implement the short food supply chain. This work package has already been done. Then we did another work package regarding the development of tools for selecting suitable and sustainable business models for short food supply chain. The third work package was related to the development of tools for connecting people and building capacity between producers, farmers and all stakeholders of the short food supply chain. And the fourth work package is still ongoing, is regarding the development of the agroBRIDGES toolbox. This toolbox has been designed, tested, and validated and developed in 12 different regions. In our consortium, we are 15 partners from 11 different countries. The duration of the project is 36 months, so it will be at the end of this year, and we have a budget of almost 3 million euros. So what we have done from the beginning of the project, as I explained before, we organize the work in our 12 focal regions that will be represented in our consortium, and so we hold a lot of events. Regional events, 12 regional events and 12 international events. in order to boost the cooperation between more than 400 stakeholders. So this is one of the results of the project. What we are going to do is to, for instance, to develop some practice abstracts to explain what kind of action we can do to boost the short food supply chain. And those abstracts have been published by the European Innovation Partnership on their website. Then we set up some training for more than 150 stakeholders, and we developed the digital agroBRIDGES toolbox. This toolbox is composed by 12 tools in 12 different languages. And then my colleague George will going after to explain you in deeply this toolbox. As I said before, we organize some events. So as an example, you can see here one of the regional events we organized in Thessaloniki in Greece in September. We organized another event, a national event in Denmark. It was an online event. It took place in September too. Or another regional event has been organized in Italy in September. So now, let me talk about some practical knowledge we developed to try to connect better producer and consumer. So for that, we divide the works in 7 very relevant topics, or 7 objectives, or 7 challenges. And for each challenges, we try to give an answer to the challenge through some knowledge, some practical knowledge, some tools. So the first objective were to raise the farmer awareness. This is a very relevant point. If you want to implement with success a short food supply chain, you have first to make the farmer be aware of the necessity of the short food supply chain. So farmers need to be inspired and motivated to know some other examples of short food supply chain in other regions. And for that, we developed a tool named Yes You Can. And in this tool, you can find some success cases of short food supply chain along Europe. Another tool we developed was in order to try to help farmers to select which kind of model of channel they want to use to promote short food supply chain. Because there are a lot of ways to do that. You can do that with a face-to-face methodology or using online commerce or whatever. So we designed specific tools, a decision support tool with a self-assessment module to help farmers to select what they want. Another challenge that were very important is to improving farmers' marketing and communication skills, to make farmers use modern marketing standards in order to be connected with the target public. So we developed some tools. One of these is Wire Special to make the farmer using some very important value for communication, such as visibility, competitiveness, customer relationship, and to improve the skills of the farmer to make them use branding, product identity, or storytelling. We have another tool called hashtag We Need Local Food, and this tool is a social media guide for farmers. The third challenge we had to answer was to raise the consumer's awareness of the relevance of short food supply chain. So what we want in this topic is to make consumers understand the value of local food, to make them know where are or what are the short food supply chain, what kind of nutritional, local, economics, societal benefits they can bring from short food supply chain. So we developed a guide and some webinars in the tool called Know Your Local Food. And another issue of this tool were to make specific content for teachers and for children, because it's very important to make to have a relevant material for education. to make people and children know at the beginning the importance of having good habits and to consume some local and fresh food. Then the fourth topic, so the fourth challenges we have is regarding how to increase the consumer's engagement with food system. So what we think it was very important to help consumer to meet producer and to boost promotion through social media or through mouth to mouth, and to let the consumer shape the market to give their need, to express their need. So for that we have different tools. One of the tools is a social media campaign called hashtag We Need Local Food. Another one is a guide to explain how to organize community-based events to make consumer meet producer. And this tool is called Let's Meet. And then in the tools called IFEMA Voice, we have a specific section for consumers to help them to express their need. Another challenge was to improve the transparency of the short food supply chain. It's very important to make stakeholders, the short food supply chain, to have a clear labeling, to use these kind of schemes to make the product different from the other product, to improve the traceability, to ensure that all those products can fulfill with the European regulation and standard. So for that, we developed a guide for short food supply chain labeling in the tool that we call Label Me. Another challenge was to help people to improve logistics and process innovation in food supply chain. We think that it was very important to make some tool to help stakeholders of the short food supply chain to share their facility and infrastructures in order to reduce the cost, in order to increase their efficiency, or maybe for the farmer to extend his offer. So we have a specific tool called agroBRIDGES Net. This is a place when we can have a match with the offer and demand of facility between the producer or between stakeholders of the supply chain. Another very relevant issue was to make stakeholders of the supply chain to collaborate, sharing their idea of business, to make them innovate, to make a new idea of a short food supply chain. So we have a specific tools in Hear My Voice when you have a business section to make people sharing idea about that. And the last challenge we had was regarding how to support cooperation, partnership, and collective action. It's very relevant to make short food supply chain to be implemented successfully. So we think that it was very important to boost the creation of business food ecosystem with the contribution of cooperative, industry, and Horeca channel, for instance. It's very important to make the local food culture going on, to increase the awareness of the consumer, to make people organize some events and activity for local food or some activity regarding agritourism, because it's very important at the end to increase the local benefits for all the short food supply chain. So for that we create some tools. One of the tools, Let's Build Our Short Food Supply Chain, where you have a specific platform for explanation about how to manage online B2B brokerage and matchmaking events. And another tool is Let's Meet. It's just to explain how to build some community and to make the consumer, for example, aware about the need of cooperation. So all the tools we developed are available in the agroBRIDGES toolbox in our website. And now I will give the floor to George. He's going to explain to you in detail each of the tools of the toolbox.
Hi. toolbox is I will present actually how these tools work in order to support our supply chains. Nathalie will present the purpose of the tools and the problems we're trying to solve. So we combined this material and digital functionalities in a way that make more sense for all users to interact with and use them in their everyday operations and so on. So the agroBRIDGES toolbox is a platform that has 12 practical tools and different functionalities, also material and guides. It's fully translated in 12 European languages, and it's available on the project website. The main target groups we deal in the agroBRIDGES toolbox span the whole agri-food chain, starting with the producer and farmer and ending to the consumers. We also take into account intermediaries, distributors, retailers, and the agri-food industry in general. We have also material for public bodies and food procurers, and also for hospitality businesses in local agri-food systems. The tools are categorized in 4 types. We have digital tools, we have communication material, training material, and event organization guidelines. I will start with the first category, the digital or IT tools. The first one is the decision support tool, which is a self-assessment functionality that supports the farmer to select the most important business models and sales channels based on the short food supply chain concept. The farmer can enter information about their location, their farm, and the produce they grow. And the tool provides recommendations on short food supply chains which are worth to explore and worth to invest in. So the decision about the most important sales channels is made based on environmental, economic, and social criteria. The agroBRIDGES net tool is focusing on a wider range of agri-food actors in the chain. The main functionality is to exchange information about available infrastructure and services in the local agri-food system, which is important for farmers who usually don't have this infrastructure on their own or cannot invest in a local short-term period. So on the one hand, you can express your need for a certain facility or a certain infrastructure in the region, and on the other hand, businesses like distributors, retailers can let the ecosystem know that they have a facility or amenity to share with the local farmers. The Smart Delivery tool has pretty much very similar functionality with the agroBRIDGES net tool. It's mostly focusing on promoting direct sales between farmers and consumers. So the 2 functionalities that this tool supports are to express the availability of certain products by a farmer or a company, and have the consumers, on the other hand, to express their interest for having these products delivered in their area, or to purchase a specific amount. On the other hand, consumers can also express their need for local food without any farmer being already supplying this type of food. And so this tool creates a direct sales environment for short food supply chains. The final IT tool is called Hear My Voice, and also focuses on all links in the agri-food chains. We have 3 main functionalities in this tool. The first one is called Business Ideas, which is an online space for businesses in the agri-food and sector to express new ideas for new business opportunities and ask other businesses to collaborate with them to express their opinion, provide feedback, and start working on a real example of a future service or something promising in the local ecosystem. The second functionality is focusing on the consumer side, where consumers can express specific needs. For example, they might missing a specific type of product, a specific type of activity or event in order to get closer to local food in the region. And other businesses can respond to these requests by proposing either existing or new services for consumers. The final functionality is focusing on the financing of farmers and short food supply chains. However, our focus is on using community-supported financial mechanisms such as crowdfunding. Farmers have a full guide in order to create a campaign using platforms for crowdfunding such as Kickstarter and so on. And our tool is actually a posting space in order to create awareness about crowdfunding. The second type of tools is focusing on communication, not only for the farmer but also other actors in the chain. Starting with the Wildlife Special tool, which is a self-evaluation tool for farmers and producers. It focuses on 7 themes related to local food, such as, for example, the use of chemicals, storytelling, types of methods of production, and so on. And this self-evaluation will support the farmer in order to find the strongest point of their business and their product, in order to focus on these points in their promotional efforts to build a brand using these strong points. At the end, the tool provides examples for writing content, how to create the aesthetics of the messages promoted for the product and the business, and also how to use these messages through social media and digital channels. The Yes You Can tool is targeting a more entry-level audience with respect to short food supply chain. This tool provides a documentary which presents 12 successful or promising short food supply chains in 12 European countries. And we also offer a guide that supports the farmers to get into more detail and search more information about these success cases, with the hope that farmers will get inspired and will try to replicate these ideas in new regions, new concepts, other products, based on their knowledge, experience level, and willingness to get to short food supply chains. The next guide is called Labeling and focuses on the concept of creating transparent and clear labeling for producers in order to avoid creating confusion for the audience, consumers. So the guide introduces the main legislation in the European Union, provides some tips for the farmers in order to create clear labeling schemes, and also we provide a label prototype which can be downloaded by the farmer and they can build their own label for the products using our template. The next tool is called Know Your Local Food, which targets a broader audience, also including consumers, including teachers and the younger generation, ideally. As Nathalie mentioned, we have some webinars related to important topics on healthy nutrition, healthy food, and the importance of local food towards supporting farmers, but also the local economy, environment, and society. And also we have a quite comprehensive guide that breaks down basic concepts in related to short food supply chains, local food, organic food, and so on. And it's quite interesting material for younger people, children, who can learn very easily about this concept. The next tool is called #We Need Local Food, and the main purpose of this tool is to get farmers to know how to use social media platforms to promote their business, to promote their products, and create a community around their offerings. So this guide explains even the basics of social media and more advanced topics such as how to create more beautiful pictures, more advanced communication messages, and to create hashtags to engage with local consumers and build an online community. The next type is focusing on education. More specifically, we are focusing on the public sector and especially food procurement organizations. For example, hospitals, canteens, hotels, and so on. And we have two main axes for this training. The first part is focusing on the producer. We need to learn the basics of public food procurement, how to understand legislation in the country and the EU, and to inspire them in participating in more public food tenders with more convenience and try to get the benefits of working with the public sector. And on the other hand, we instruct public organizations on how to set public food procurement processes that include short food supply chains, which is a quite difficult area for in relation with the legal framework. Promoting short food supply chains can be a form of bias in these processes, so it's very important for these organizations to understand how to effectively include small-scale farmers and short food supply chains in these supply processes. And now we have the final category, which is related to events. The Let's Meet tool focuses on physical events with the purpose of bringing together producers with consumers and other businesses in the agri-food system using interesting and engaging concepts such as, for example, culinary events, competitions, open farms and producer-focused events. And also we support open day concepts where the audience can visit a farm or business and see how they do their everyday work, how they implement practices that support the environment and promote value for the local food. And this tool provides a step-by-step guide for all of these concepts. Also, we provide material, we provide templates for publication of the events to promote on social media, to promote on professional channels, and so on. And on the online front, we have also events that focus on business-to-business collaboration. Using online platforms that are specialized in matchmaking and reporting. And this tool provides suggestions about these platforms and how farmers or ecosystem actors can use them in order to organize networking and matchmaking events. The best platforms were selected based on market research, and actually tested one of these platforms in practice. as we organized 12 business-to-business events. Experience shows that people are more engaged in the physical events because they have to meet the producers and share stories with them. Also, it's very important having the chance to try the product itself, see the packaging and so on. So that's all from me. That was an overview of the agroBRIDGES toolbox. Now the floor is back to Nathalie for the final remarks.
Thank you. So now I would like to give you some figures, quantitative figures of the impact of the project. The project will end at the end of December, but we have some maybe conclusion or lesson to learn I'd like to share with you. The first thing regarding impact is that we think that it's very important to implement this kind of initiative to have an approach of multi-actor structures. And through the project, we developed two multi-actor structures. The first one was the multi-actor platform, the MAP. So we developed a multi-actor platform in each region of the project, and through this approach, we achieved to mobilize more than 195 stakeholders. And the structures we mobilized was a stakeholder reference group. It was a platform, but in order to engage the stakeholders at the European level, and we developed 19 stakeholder reference groups. So as you see, this approach was very important to ensure the impact of the project. So at the end, we engaged really stakeholders from a lot of kind of profile, different profile. As you can see in the figure, we had some academics, some researcher, from HoReCa, from producer, etc., etc. So this is a very important point. The second thing is just to give you some figures about impact. So of the project, as I said before, the project is not finished now, but we have some impact already, because what we did is to use a methodology in order to validate each stage, each step of our development, and in each step of this development mean the engagement or the contribution of stakeholders. So it's the reason why we think that we have already reached a good impact with the project. For instance, for the MAPAC's evaluation, we have the validation of 620 consumers through surveys. We had some interview with 44 agri-food business, and we have a workshop with stakeholders, 44 participants. For the tools validation, we take into account the opinion of the validation of more than 100 participants for the validation of communication materials, IT tools, or training materials. And for all the events validation, we reached to organize 11 events with more than 200 participants with the online and B2B events. And we organized another 13 events with more than 600 participants. So this is a good impact that we have already obtained from agroBRIDGES project implementation. And now regarding some qualitative conclusion or maybe lesson learned during this project, the first thing is about the approach. As I said before, it's very important to take into account the multi-actor approach. When we want to start with this kind of initiative to implement short food supply chain, the multi-actor approach is really necessary. And it's very important to connect producer and consumer. Both are very important, and both have to be connected, and they have to collaborate in the local system. It's very important, the local issue. And another thing that George said before is that physical events and demonstrative events are very relevant too if you want to increase the engagement of stakeholders in short food supply chain. Other lesson learned from dimension, I will say before, the main relevant issue of short food for short food supply chain is to work first on the local dimension. It's very important to engage local stakeholders, and then when you have a good engagement on local dimension, you can think about maybe just scaling up at the European level. But the first thing is the local dimension, and for that it's very important to support local business ecosystem and to involve local stakeholders who can add value to the supply chain. Some lessons learned addressed to policy support. What we saw, I think maybe it's important to support collective labeling, and this kind of initiative can be done from the regional authority maybe. Another thing is to encourage or to promote the development of financial instruments to support small-scale farmers and producers to promote the short food supply chain. And another thing is to encourage and to promote farmer skill programs related to business, to communication and technology, because it's very necessary, it's really needed if you want to make your short food supply chain model to be adopted by stakeholders. Regarding technology, yes, of course, we think that digital tools can be a very good catalyzer to implement short food supply chain, but physical events are very important too. To make people meeting together and to know each other on a physical basis is very important, because as you know, in this agri-food sector, trust is a very important value if you want to have success initiative. Another thing is, if you want to develop some IT tools, very important to take into account the technology level and skills of farmers. This could be a barrier for the adoption, so you have to develop IT tools that are on phase with the skills, technology skills of farmers. And of course, all these things have to be in the agri-food sector, and this agri-food sector needs to go on with the digitalization, because it's not homogeneous in Europe, the level of digitalization of the food sector. So that's all from our side. Thank you very much for your attention. And now we're very pleased to answer to your question if you have some. Thank you.
So thank you so much for your time.
Please visit our website.